from RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. on a perfect afternoon for football, an NFC East matchup. The Philadelphia Eagles at 4-6 and the struggling Washington Redskins at 2-8. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan with Matt Millen here at RFK Stadium today. And Matt, even though these teams have suffered from injuries, have suffered in the wins-losses department, you've got two proud squads with winning traditions. You know about the '91 Redskins, of course. And I have the feeling, talking to these guys, they're taking this game as seriously as if they were at the top of the standings.
Yeah, what we're talking about is attitude. They're not accustomed to being in this position. They are accustomed to winning. As a matter of fact, I think it's best summed up by strong safety Andre Waters, who told us last night that, look, the league isn't a real strong league. If we can get back and put a couple games together without the injuries, we could still win.
That's right. You got to love that attitude. They think they can win 6 in a row and still be in the mix. Now, of course, both quarterbacks, Randall Cunningham, Mark Rippon, gone with injuries, although Rippon is in uniform. Still, if they look for bright spots, two exciting rookie running backs.
One who I would really like to watch is Reggie Brooks, the rookie out of Notre Dame with Washington. Richie Pettibone told us last night that Brooks is the first running back that they have had here in Washington with legitimate breakaway speed. Now, on the other side, in Philadelphia, Vaughn Hebron is a rookie who also has that same kind of speed. But what you're going to see with him, as soon as he gets into the game, he gives the whole offense a spark. He's a speed guy, and he can go the distance. Tim's going to be fun.
Well, the Eagles are going to receive. Sikahema will be the deep man, number 22, and Chip Miller will kick it off. After heavy rains overnight, bright sunshine for the kickoff here at RFK. The field is dry. It has been covered. It bounces into the end zone, and Sikahema will not bring it out. So the Eagles will start from their 20-yard line. Bubby Brister, the quarterback for the injured Randall Cunningham, came in relief of Ken O'Brien last week in the losing cause, and he has been out himself with ankle and neck injuries, but gets the start today. And the line in front of him, Brian Baldinger, Ron Hallstrom, David Alexander, the rookie number 1, Lester Holmes, and Antone Davis. Like the Redskins, they've had problems with injuries up there. Walker and Hebron, the running backs. Rookie Victor Bailey for the injured Fred Barnett, with Williams and the tight end Mark Bavaro. Walker on first down. Got a couple by the middle of that Washington defense. Andre Collins coming in to help out from the right side. Sterling Palmer, the rookie, on the right defensive end with Charles Mann on the other side. Johnson and Jeff Faulkner, he's a new acquisition. They plugged him right in at left tackle. Collins, Gouveia playing on 2 injured ankles, and Carl Banks are the linebackers. Darrell Green and rookie Tom Carter are the cornerbacks, and Edwards and Copeland are the safeties. Gave him a 4-yard pickup, makes it 2nd and 6, and Vaughn Hebron, the rookie from Virginia Tech, has a first down for the Eagles.
Tim,
I'm
sorry, but just like we talked about at the beginning of the game, we're going to see a lot of the running game. Now, the coaching staff for the Philadelphia Eagles in their mix today is going to say, look, we are going to run the football, and we're going to try to take as much pressure off our quarterback as possible, let him get settled into the game plan, and then when we have to have him, we'll have him.
And as you pointed out in the pregame show on the NFL Today, Richie Kotite calling the plays today, replacing his coordinator Zeke Bratkowski in that role. Hebron again, not much running room there. Stacked up after maybe a yard. Banks is there, and Collins, the 2 outside linebackers combining, and Gouveia getting in on it. All 3 linebackers in on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and close to 9.
Well, Tim, this Washington defense has had a lot of injury problems, but more important, they never really got on track after losing a couple people last year. Wilbur Marshall, Freddie Stokes, Jumpy Gathers were guys that they really didn't have a chance to replace, and that showed up on the field.
Yeah, they're without Sheen Collins and Jason Buck, Eric Williams with injuries today. Bobby Wilson. Brister's first pass is complete to Walker, close to a first down. He may have it with a good spot. Collins and Edwards on the coverage made the tackle.
That's a perfect example of what Richie Kotite wanted to do today. He wanted to go out, get the run game going, get it established, and then have a chance for Bubby Brister to settle down. You know, he doesn't expect him to win the game all by himself. He just doesn't want him to lose the game.
Randall Cunningham went out in Game 4 with the knee injury, gone for the year. Brister started the next 2 games and then suffered an ankle injury. That brought Ken O'Brien into the mix at quarterback, who started the next 4 games until last week when Brister came in to replace O'Brien. And Bubby the starter today as they measure, and it looks like they're going to be just short.
But Tim, last night when we spoke with Richie Kotite and I asked him, what's the main thing you have to do to win this game? He didn't hesitate. He didn't think. I mean, it jumped right off his lips. We can't turn the ball over. Our quarterback can't throw any kind of interceptions, because if we do that, we're going to be in trouble.
Richie Pettibone, the defensive genius here for many years, now the head coach, and suddenly walks into a situation with aging veterans, players gone to free agency, crippling injuries to key players, and it has been a struggle in a town that's used to winning. Third down and about a football. Maurice Johnson in as a second tight end. James Joseph on the wing, and Pete Sherman, the running back. Brister keeps and has the first down. Philadelphia close to the 45 of the Eagles.
Tim, you know what I think is ironic today? You have Richie Kotite on one sideline calling all the offensive plays, and on the other sideline you have Richie Pettibone. It's a game of Richie's, calling all the defensive plays. Richie Pettibone there, you see, he was the defensive coordinator, then they elevate him to head coach, but he still runs that defense.
Now they like each other. There's a lot of mutual respect out here and there. We heard the sympathy vote from Richie Kotite about what's going on here in Washington, and obviously I'm sure he'd get the same feeling from Richie Pettibone. They both have just been battered by injury. First down, Eagles at the 45. I formation now. And they nearly ran out of time, so they have to eat up a timeout. And that was a big problem last week for the Eagles. We'll be right back. Last week against the Giants, the Eagles had all kinds of problems getting signals in correctly and on time. Brister evidently had some problems taking in the signals. And here we have an early example, Matt, where they nearly ran out of time on the clock, and he's forced to take a timeout early in the game. Yeah, and so what Richie Kotite decided to do was skip one step. Instead of going from him, Zeke Brodkowski, the offensive coordinator, he just decided to call the plays himself with input from Zeke. You see him right there on the left side of your screen. First down, Eagles at the 45. Complete to the tight end, Mark Bavaro, for a gain of 6. Knocked out of bounds by Copeland, the safety, number 26.
But Tim, Mark Bavaro, in my opinion, especially when I'm watching him on tape, is playing as good as I've seen him than when he was with the Giants. He's a guy who he's always been a good blocker. He still is blocking very well. As a matter of fact, in his blocking game, I would like to see him get with the 90s and start holding a little bit, because he's still blocking the old way like Casper and the boys.
At age 30 and written off with injuries a couple of years ago, he's playing awfully well. Herschel Walker plows for about 3, maybe 4. And they'll be close to another first down, about a yard to go at the 46-yard line of the Washington Redskins. Brad Edwards making the tackle there.
Well, Tim, when the Eagles told us that they were going to come out and run the football, they weren't kidding. I mean, they've just come out and pound. You know, here goes Hebron, here goes Walker, and we can expect to see this all game long, because the strength of their offense right now is running the football.
James Joseph has come in. They put him on the left wing. That means Pete Sherman is the running back. Third and a yard. Sherman hit hard, but breaks loose and has the first down. Gouveia got a lick on him, but he bounced off and got the yardage. The Eagles keep it going.
Well, Tim, that's all set up off the right side with Mark Bavaro, number 84. You're going to see him right here on Andre Collins, 55. Now, Collins is the guy who has problems at the point of attack. And you can see right here as Bavaro gets into him. See, he doesn't grab outside. He stays inside and just keeps on pushing. The majority of the tight ends in this league now just hang on and try to shield you. Bavaro was one of the last who tries to actually block you.
Eilers comes into the secondary for the Redskins. First down, the 9th play of this Eagles drive. Pressure on Brister. Finds Walker. Another Eagles first down.
Tim, that was all Bubby Brister. Protection broke down, and that's why Kotite likes him, because he has some movement with his feet. It's the same thing both head coaches are doing with their quarterbacks.